In an attempt to prevent the spread of the deadly bat disease white nose syndrome, Indiana closed its caves to the public in 2009. The fungus showed up 2 years later and has wiped out a large portion of the state's bat population. Casey Kuhn explains Indiana's ongoing efforts to fight the disease and why experts say the worst is yet to come.
To Joy O'Keefe, bats are more than just a Halloween decoration.
People fear bats because they think of them as creepy crawly, although everyone I've ever known who has thought of bats as creepy crawly, when they see a live bat up close, they immediately melt and realize that they're just, super cool.
O'Keefe has been studying bats for 14 years. She came to Indiana 4 years ago, about the same time as white nose syndrome first appeared here. The white fungus that gives the disease its name was discovered in New York and then spread quickly west. This winter marks the first time since white nose was found in Indiana that surveyors will have a chance to see its impact on the critical places where bats hibernate.
As far as the Midwest, we were probably one of the first states in the Midwest to get it.
Scott Johnson is a game biologist with the Indiana Department of Natural Resources. He's out on one of the first cave surveys of the winter to get cave swabs and tally up the number of bats that he can see.
The little browns, very few, maybe 100, 150. The Indiana bats, I don't think it's up. So I'm hoping it's a wash. And considering what we've seen in other caves, I'll take that.
Here at Cave River Valley at Endless Cave behind me was actually the first place white nose syndrome was found in Indiana. Now officials say almost 40 other caves in the state have the disease. Johnson and the other surveyors follow strict decontamination protocol when going in and out of caves.
Those decontamination protocols are there to hopefully not transport the fungus to new or additional sites that have yet to be detected.
Johnson says beyond these defensive strategies, there's really not much more the DNR can do.
We've done everything we can to slow it, and it's haven't been very successful.
There have been ideas for more aggressive strategies, but the cave's delicate ecosystem requires biologists to carefully weigh whether introducing something new is worth the risk. And a lot of people are paying attention right now to what Indiana is doing. The state has the largest population of the endangered Indiana bat. So researchers are watching how the disease spreads and how it could impact the Indiana bat.
All indications from the east are that we still have worse days ahead of us, that there are going to be more declines in our bat populations here than what we've seen to date.
O'Keefe says the bats in Indiana face a dire situation. And even if the populations stabilize like they've done in the Northeast, it's still unknown how the bats will come out on the other side. She says total extinction is a real possibility.
Stabilizing at a very, very, very low population relative to what your population used to be doesn't necessarily mean that the species is going to be able to persist. If they can't get sufficient sizes of colonies in the winter in order to actually make it through the winter, because they do rely on each other for body heat to some degree, then maybe they're not going to be able to persist as a species.
Dozens of families and residents are gathered at Bloomington City Hall. They have drills and sheets of plywood. The boxes they're building look like birdhouses, but are actually being made for bats. Bogdan Dragnia is helping out on his day off. He lives near here, close to Yellowwood Forest, and he says bats have become an important part of his life.
It's part of the normal ecological balance that we are also part of.
And that attitude is exactly what O'Keefe says is important for the future of bats in Indiana. Bats are not only integral in eating crop pests, they also serve scientific and medicinal purposes. For example, researching sonar and vaccines.
Bats play a huge role, though, in the environment, as I was speaking about earlier, and I think it's something that we really need to take note of and realize, because they really benefit our crops, our forest, and consequently us.
The results for this year's cave surveys won't be ready until next month. The fungus has spread as far west as Missouri and as south as Mississippi and has killed up to 5.5 million bats in North America alone. And one species hit hard by the fungus, the northern long-eared bat, is proposed to be put on the National Endangered Species list.